Hey guys, we're going to talk about a little bit of grip strength stuff today. So we just recently got a hangboard, and we've got tons of other grip stuff. But basically, I want to kind of talk you guys through a few of these things, and then at the end, I'm going to show you guys some cautionary stuff with the hangboard, just to help protect the hands. So we've got crush grip. So crush grip is just working with the grippers and basically squeezing like this. We've got pinch grip, would be like something like pinching two plates together and holding them like that. Generally, we're like working our way up. An elite pinch grip would be like two 45 steel plates and smooth side out as you're like pinching and holding. We've got and pinch grip would also come into play, like kind of grabbing something like that, where we're holding onto it. We've got hang or contact, and that's going to be what we're going to show in on the hangboard. Extensor work. Extensor work is kind of the balancing, which again, typically when people have like a tendonitis or something, we're looking at how the fingers extend as we do that, and so that type of extensor work can be helpful with that. We use this thing for extensors and basically twisting it with one hand and loading the other, and then also pairing that extensor work with forearms. So we kind of have a bunch of different categories. So on the forearms, we would hook a weight onto this thing and then roll it down and roll it back up. Basically, working with functional variations of each of these things. So things like fat grip, or even like a ball grip that hooks onto the barbell, is all fair. So if we're looking to strengthen our hands, we can do that. Now the trick is that a little bit of something can be a great thing, but a lot of something can be a bad thing. The muscles are really small, and so it's easy to fatigue and overtrain one section of them, especially if we're doing them continually. So that's why we're talking about the variety of these things as we're doing as I'm doing this. So on the hang grip, basically on the hang, we've got kind of a top grip, which is like nice and big, and then it gets smaller and smaller and smaller as we go. Now, hanging on here isn't going to be the same as hanging on like our pull-up bar, where we're going to hang on for like minutes at a time. The grips are much smaller, and we're using smaller muscles. Now, as we look at this on this first one, and on this first one, you'll see it's quite deep, but basically we can't really foul that one up too much. But as we start getting shallower, the tendency can be that the knuckles will hold up tall like this, and so that's actually going to put too much force and tension on the tendons. So we're looking to hang just on the fingers like that. And so that's going to take some training to work, and that's exactly why these things exist. And then when we get onto the small ones, again, if we start stacking up here, we're going to be really loading up those tendons. So again, we have to hang down here like that. Working like 6 seconds at a time is basically where we start. And then contact strength, another piece would be just looking on these slopes as well. So playing around with those. But basically, the thing I want to kind of emphasize is that we're going to hurt our fingers if we hang up like this on the hangboard. Where if we hang down here, we're going to be like training it better. If it's too strong to go here, then we'll do just the same like we do with like jumping pull-ups and other things, where we can do like feet supported and then putting as much pressure as you can into your hands. So there's a little touch on the hangboard and some other grip tools. If you need some help with that, with hand strength, and you're going to see some use with that, definitely check in with the coach, and we can kind of help balance some ways to strengthen your hand, rather than just kind of diving in and just doing one thing. That's going to be the formula to really hurt your hands in a pretty rapid time. So hopefully that helps, and feel free again to check in with the coaches and ask any questions you need to know.